Welcome back to Diablo 3 Season 3 Romping again. Last time we killed Urziel and did a bunch of other shit. And I discussed Diablo 3 and its open world potential. Now I'm gonna go start the negative, like why would we want to do that? Well, some people say it would change the game too much and change how it feels.
Not ready yet.
Sure, I can understand that. You know, it might alienate people. Change too much, like no too much change. No. However, things change in the real world. I mean, let's use an example. I mean, Diablo 1 and 2 had a more grittier art style. You know,
I won't do that.
I think it was okay, at least for. Well, obviously it was great for its time. I think things have changed. I think that Diablo 3 needs to be better. Now some might say that was a negative, that look how it looks now. I don't know, it looks still pretty bloody, gritty, and scary to me. By gritty I mean it's darker, you know. Diablo 3 always had a darker tone.
I will not be denied.
Like a very serious darker tone. Okay, also Warcraft's gonna turn into that too. Well, I don't think anybody can deny Warcraft always had this darker, subtle tones. Look, personally, I don't think it's bad, but D3 has more of a super serious, darker tone. I also think the anime-ish, cartoonish art style Warcraft has is probably why people don't take the dark themes
stand before me
to heart subconsciously. But D3, you can, like, it just looks dark. Everything, the art style itself looks great. And if you look at it right now, this looks pretty dark or serious and depressing.
No way.
But not depressing where you just don't feel like playing. Because sometimes, in my experience, I've been in zones that's like, or areas that's like, I don't want to be here, so freaking depressing. I don't know what particular reason why that is, but sometimes it's like, I don't want to be here, I want to get out of here, this isn't fun. Fun is particularly complex as to what people want. As for, back to the open world discussion, anyway. Why does it need to be done? Well, I think some people are really fond of the open world, and, you know, this is an RPG, and, you know, D3 would really, like I said before, benefit from it. You can go wherever you want. You know, can get a much better view of the world. And Diablo 3's zones and whatnot aren't particularly big. They're medium-sized, or just barely hitting medium-sized. The Reaper Souls are too smash. Regular D3 isn't, and that's not too big. Another problem is some people said, you know, it'll lose focus. Well, that's certainly possible. I don't understand the complaint personally, because in open world there is other stuff other than the more important stuff. I mean, obviously the main important stuff is, like, you know, demons going against humanity, angels, you know, sitting there in Tyrael trying to help out. You know, that would be the main story. Now then, you could add also smaller stories, or smaller story arcs that, you know, you don't have to necessarily do.
No
but
way.
It
I will
adds
not
to
be
the,
denied.
although it adds to the overall world itself. Because D3 is pretty straightforward in its plot. So many say Diablo's was a war game. No, not particularly, but I can also argue many older games didn't have much lore or storyline to begin with,
I will
so
not be denied.
I can't agree with that argument either. I mean, it's on here, but I think D3 has improved how the lore is presented to us, how the story is presented to us. Reaper Souls improved much better. You know, the little pamphlets or whatever that drop sometimes, that helps.
Need more time.
And the cinematics in the original vanilla D3 helped as well.
What do you believe will happen when you die?
My vigil will end, and my soul will pass into the afterlife to join those of my ancestors. And you?
think
I
it will
won't
be
do
like
that.
going to sleep once again. This time, I will not awaken.
I wanted to let you guys hear that. Anyway. I lost my train of thought! Damn it! Anyway. The smaller stories would get
Still
better. And
recharging.
like I said, D3's lore is straightforward. And, you know, adding much more to it, I think would appeal to many people.
I can't.
I mean, I don't think the gameplay could necessarily change. I mean, you're killing a bunch of stuff, you know, hacking, flashing a bunch of demons away, or whatever. So, I think that might still have to change, although, personally, I think that can, you know, deteriorate because it doesn't stay long. Some might say, well, you're not really a D3 player then, or a true D3 player. I'm like, or true Diablo player. I'm like, well, that's a no true Scott.
Impossible.
Somehow, I'm not agreeing with the regular Diablo. I mean, I've used similar arguments before in the past. But I think improving the way that how you play or the content given to you will help. I mean, mostly go through the story, or the campaign
I won't
part,
do that.
and then after, or well, at least originally you did that, then go through it again through each
No way.
difficulty, which was a pain in the ass.
The ancients smile on me.
Now you have to level up to 6 to get to Torment, but
Impossible.
there's higher difficulties beyond it. Past level 60, so you can do whatever difficulties you want. Just get much harder, get better loot, yada yada yada. And you can do these rifts and super rifts or whatever. Using just rift fragments. That's at the end. My seasoned character is not that yet. And that's pretty much, as far as I can tell, I think, much as what Diablo 3 has to offer. Many people are probably content and happy with that. I don't know. I might think I'm turning into an MMO. It could be. But remember, this game is $60. Might want to have fun, you know. I guess the bigger question is, do you want to keep playing Diablo, or, you know, you just gonna play in the big surge?
You cannot stand before me.
A big surge,
Not ready yet.
or just not playing this big surge that you've done, or, you know, playing. Now, I'm not an anti-casual person. I'm not. There is going to be a day where I become a casual, and I'm casual at some games. But I digress. So I'd say add something more, like add smaller side story arcs. It's not totally relevant, but, you know, Like, whatever main plot, like, how does that affect the others? Like, you know, make the towns bigger, make the map overall much bigger.
Impossible.
I don't know how that could be done, but I think it's something Diablo 3 may need. Whether that's going to be put into an expansion, I do not believe that for a second. It seems like something a whole new game would have to do. But I will admit that if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. New event.
Die!
So, yeah.
I won't do that.
You know, add side quests. But make sure they're actually have a flow. I mean, don't just add it just to add it. That's not open world, that's just like, do it to make it add. Like, if do something to make it more. I still say keep the combat mostly the same. I don't necessarily want to get involved in the combat particularly.
I can't.
Even though I quibble about it every now and then. Big yellow guy. I like the idea of much harder guys and get a better reward like that. Because it doesn't bother me. Wait a minute. Oh. Giant ass sword. I need actual stats that are right for me. Like maybe after I get a new weapon that's, you know, at my level, I'm probably going to switch it to master. And hopefully don't get my ass kicked. So let me recap. When adding open world for D3, I'd like there to be side stuff and, you know, make the world actually bigger and interactable. Add more RPG elements. You can actually talk to people and stuff. More people to talk to. It may require a bit more work, but I'd like that. I just think DA3 would become much more successful and popular, even though it's already popular as it is. Because apparently, even after the real life auction house, real money auction house, it's still kind of
My
popular.
sisters would have been able to learn to live in this different time. I was the most worldly of us.
I find that surprising.
Really? Do I seem so out of place?
What about that time in the tavern?
I would rather not speak of it.
Ha 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 ha. I'd rather not speak of it. I don't know much about what else to add to the whole world. I'm just at a loss right now.
No
Can't
way.
think. Can't think. You stupid boggin', it's all your fault for me not thinking. Not fair. It's not.
This is the passage I have been looking for.
Yep, let's go. End of Corvus. So now, let us go. Gothic.
Impossible.
And I think these little dungeons would actually look way cooler in an open world environment. Actually, I think they should add not open world, you know, concept, but add kind of like another dungeon or whatever. Much harder monster. Or maybe a dungeon, or whatever the term Blizzard could call it. Like, you know, a bunch of yellows, or rather elites, or whatever you want to call them. A bunch of them. You have to fight through all of them. You get really great reward
I can't pick up anything else.
when you get out. I can't really speak for the reward. Some might say, well, that's what guns lifts are. I don't... Like, I'm not even talking to the guys who fight right now, see? Most of them you fight regular, and the rate you find yellows or blues or whatever is higher. But what I'm speaking of is... Inventory ran out again. Wow.
Need more time.
Really? Anyway...
I need to go back.
Like, you know, a dungeon full of yellows. You know, champion-like creatures you have to fight. I thought that would be kind of cool. I just thought of that now. That trident might be nice. Trying to make sure I don't need to get rid of anything. I'm gonna add those to the inventory. Almost running out of room. You know, I'm getting the really good gems. Whatever's considered good gems. But yeah, learn the recipe, Hadrian, would you? Thank you. There we go. Back. I don't know how they would do that dungeon idea I just did. I gave suggestions, but I don't know how they would pull it off. That, if anybody would like it. I'm just trying to add more stuff to do. I'm not even certain adding another difficulty would even help. Some people already don't care for adding difficulty because it's not content. I'm sure it wouldn't be if they added difficulty. I mean, it's just tired of playing damage. Some argue with difficulty time. Especially this, you're expecting to hit harder.
I will not be denied.
Yeah. Harder.
Still recharging.
You think if they added different abilities or ways to fight you, then it might be more content. Can't think of anything else. No, but don't get me wrong, I don't hate risks. I think they're fun. I mean, I was hyped to hear about them when I first saw them. Really, I was. I just feel like there could be more. Somebody saying, oh, but you're saying open world, it's too mainstream. Wow, I'm like... Does it matter if it's mainstream? I mean, if it's good, and I personally like, freaking open world stuff, and I think it's a lot of fun. It adds a lot more immersive feel to it. I think it's better quality. I mean, open worlds have been done badly, but let's not say it's bad. Universal, no.
I won't do that.
So if someone says, oh, it's getting too mainstream, like, what's getting mainstream? And, you know, just because it's mainstream doesn't mean it's, oh, that's bad. It depends on what is getting mainstream.
Still recharging.
So, think beyond your buzzwords, people. Think beyond your buzzwords. Because you can't just use buzzwords and think, you know, something matters.
Away with you!
Sometimes I wonder why I say, oh, this is getting too mainstream. WoW's getting too mainstream. This game's getting too mainstream. It's like, why? Who cares? I mean, as long as the game is sticking to what it is, and sometimes it has to change a little bit. It's fine. I don't think people consider an open world to be that crazy of a change. I mean, it is big. I think some of the E3, it wasn't
Need more time.
open world. I just think open world stuff for RPGs is somewhat inevitable. Because devs are able to make much bigger, expansive worlds to live in. I mean, I guess that some people may not like it, that's fine. But I think it's ultimately a good thing if done right. So, that's my open world rant. I hope that didn't bore you too much. Die. I probably won't lose that. Blood golems. I'm just wondering what happens in the next expansion, because we're kind of left at a, what? I mean, if you follow the, ending of Reaper Soul, I'm not gonna say it, because I might actually go through it. So it's like, what do we have to deal with now? I also feel like E3 is almost in this little hole where there's not many conflicts that they can use to make it great. I mean, it's just demons. And arguably angels, cough cough, Imperius.
You wilt against my blows.
Ironically, no, not ironically. Coincidentally, Reaper Souls almost reminded people of Lich King. Reminds me of him too. Lich King from not. Yeah. I'm not even sure. What else can we do after Reaper Souls? So many. Can't even tell these are random features. Things that are actually.
Need more time. You wilt against my blows.
Who knows? Who knows?
I won't do that.
I know some of you might not like the way I play. As for whenever that new expansion comes out, we'll probably hear something this year. Maybe it will come out in 2016. That's my theory.
No way.
I don't honestly, think that, as for any, well, some say, what about new classes to add? I don't know if we could add the Necromancer because, well, the Witch Doctor kind of does have it. Some might say a more gritty-ish version of Druid. I was like, that actually does, interesting idea personally. I mean, what I can think is vines that practically crush your bones and whatever. Poisonous gases or whatever. Or like
I will bring
nature.
the light of Zakarum to the heathens.
By gases,
Here in
I mean
the
like
east,
the
power
element.
of Zakarum wanes, but in the west it will rise, stronger and greater than ever. Yet I have another purpose. The lost Nephilim city of Corvus lies in the west. I will find it.
There's a lost city. Of course. Anyway. you know, druids that use entangling roots, and vines, you know, crush your bones or whatever, they get really nasty. It's like super gritty.
I won't do that.
You know, a very nature-like class of spellcaster. Maybe acid rainstorms or whatever. Super strong tornadoes that, you know, cut you. Like they leave a cut mark, like you scratched yourself, or a sharp piece of paper, you know, something like that.
Lorath, this is as far as you go. Catch up to me when it is done.
You're going to kill her, aren't you?
I will do what is right.
We are all counting on you.
Do what is necessary. And my phone's ringing. So yeah, that's the druid class in a nutshell.
We founded a settlement near the Western Sea. It will grow to be a great city in time. Now that my people are settled, I can begin my own search for the ruins of the Nephilim city, Corvus. The tome implied that it was near this very region.
That's all I can think of, druids. I'm sure someone much better
Not ready yet.
can think of a lot more variety of abilities to add. I know some people are disappointed there's no Necromancer anymore. Well, I am too, to agree, but if they were gonna add a Necromancer, it would have been better to do it Reaper Souls, because it fit the theme. Crusader's not the theme. Except that they added it, and the phone is ringing. Hold on. Or it stopped ringing. Whatever. Not very professional. Like I said, it's not professional. Anyways, when I was saying Crusaders,
Need more time.
I'm not ungrateful that the Crusaders added. I just think it's almost like ironic that they're added, but there needs to be a Paladin class. Anyway, Paladin archetype. We'll add a Crusader and we'll let you shields, because that makes sense.
No way.
That makes total great sense.
Vile forces are closing in! Raise your weapon!
Makes great sense. So much sense in this.
I came from the strength.
I leveled up. Jerk, get out of my way. Get out of my way. I can't use that voice all the time. My throat would hurt, and you guys wouldn't like it. That'd probably get annoying. Oh, you guys are hurting. How cute. Because I don't care.
I can't.
Is that it? Entrance to the Great Hall. Can't even tell how long I've been recording, but... things are getting more dark. I'd love to show you if I killed Adrian. I have to stop right here. No, don't leave him! No, don't leave him! I might have to. I'm Sally. My weapon is still 59, and I'm 63. Get a better weapon, Hal.
Still recharging.
Trying to get better stats, Joe.
You wilt against my blow.
I might miss out on killing Adrian. I'm so close. So close. Man, so many of you.
Need more time.
So many of you. Like they just won't leave me alone.
No way.
Nice. Die.
I won't do that.
Appreciate you. You've been using a lot of your blood.
Stand before me.
Hope you got a blood rejuvenation spell or something. That was the DLP. You just have infinite gold. Oh, goodness.
Impossible. The ancients smile on you.
You guys just won't die. Will you? Okay, that's it. After I kill this group, I'm gonna stop. I have to. Okay, this has been the Diablo 3 Season 2 Romp. I'll see you guys in the next video. All around Light Song. You guys know what to do. Bye.